A number of members of the Senate and House have been throwing up their arms and screaming and calling for the resignation of the Director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, J. Edgar Hoover, saying he's overstepped his bounds of propriety and wiretapping and in other areas. What are your feelings on this? Do you think he's possibly outlived his useful and has overstepped his bounds of propriety?
No, indeed. I happen to know that Mr. Hoover is in fine shape, both physically and mentally. As a matter of fact, physical fitness has always been a big part of Mr. Hoover's program. Anybody who's been in the FBI, any present agent of the FBI, knows that physical fitness is a big thing, and every agent is required to maintain it. Mr. Hoover has done this for himself, too. He's maintained a very rigorous program of keeping himself physically fit and in shape. During the recent demonstrations in Washington, he not only worked all day, he worked all night. No, you couldn't do that if you're feeble or whatever. No, he today is well able and is doing a fine job in conducting and leading the Bureau in some of its most difficult days, because these are difficult times, the problems are difficult. Wiretapping, Mr. Hoover has always adhered to the strict letter of the law in wiretapping. In fact, Mr. Hoover, and thank goodness we've had him there over the years, has bent over backwards to prevent this country from having a national police force. He has been very, very vehement on that matter, that the FBI should never become a national police force, such as the Gestapo, for example, or the KGB. His feeling has always been that the Bureau should be strictly investigative and that their actions should be always controlled by the Department of Justice and by law. And not just for his own reputation, but he's very jealous of the reputation of the FBI, too. And for that reason, among many others, he's been very careful not to go beyond proper bounds.